Good morning, beautiful people. Wait for God to promote you. Do not jump ahead of God. Those of us who are reading through the Bible, we should be somewhere around the story of Joseph by now. And so I read the account of Joseph's story, his life. Not gonna go through all of that, but I remember when he was appointed, he had a good position in Potiphar's household first. He was everything that Joseph touched in that man's home turned to pure gold. It's like God anointed him for such a time as this. Everything Joseph did, he was the best. He had an excellent spirit. He did all that his master would request of him to do, but there was something that Joseph refused to be a part of, and that's because Potiphar's wife was lusting after him. She wanted him and she set out to destroy him, and just because he wouldn't sleep with her, she accused him of rape, and that landed him in the prison. And even while Joseph was in the prison, his gift made room for him, and because he had such an excellent spirit, he had such an excellent spirit, even while in that prison, the prison guard made him give him a position and had him doing things and being like a boss in there as well. So his life is just something beautiful. If you've never read the account of his life, I want to encourage you to do so. But what am I going back to? Wait for God to promote you. And so, because Joseph interpreted some dreams in the prison, there was one person who went in back to the palace, the cupbearer. He was reinstated to his position. And 2 years after, because Joseph actually asked him a favor, Joseph was like, when you get back in your position, remember me. Just do me one favor. Just mention my name to the king. Let him know what my brothers did to me. Let him know X, Y, and Z. But time had passed and he forgot. It wasn't until Pharaoh, had a dream, and they needed that dream to be interpreted, that the cupbearer's memory came back. And that's how Joseph got into the palace. He got into the palace of Pharaoh through that. So your gift will make room for you. And there is an appointed time. Sometimes it looks like, because I go through that, it's like, Lord, I want it to happen now, God. This is the season. Now is the time. We get into that vein. But God has an appointed time. He has his own schedule. He has his own time that he will set you up for the blessing, for you to come before great men and women, and for your voice to be heard. So do not force it. Do not push. Do not move ahead of your time. Do not try to help God. God does not need your help. He is God all by himself. And so, listen, the promotion after Joseph was able to interpret Pharaoh's dream. Pharaoh was like, what? You are so great. You are such an awesome person. You're intelligent. You are blessed. Listen, I'm going to make you second in command over all of Egypt. So below Pharaoh, right under him was Joseph, second in command. How can you stop God? Come on. Come on. How can you? I know sometimes things happen in our lives and, we come out from a meeting or we come out from some situation or something and we're like, God, it just feels like you have forgotten me. But God does not forget his people. His plan is greater. So if you seek out the plan of God for your life, then you will know that you are on a time schedule. And when the time comes for you to be scheduled, ain't nothing can stop it. No devil in hell can stop it. Potiphar's wife tried, and David didn't have to sleep for this promotion. Listen, Joseph didn't have to sleep for this promotion. I'm sorry, don't know where David came from, but Joseph didn't have to sleep with anybody for this promotion. It came from God, and you know so many times in secular places, in corporations, you see it happening. Yes, you see it happening. You see people sleeping with the boss, sleeping to get up, having to compromise themselves to keep their jobs and to do these different things, and it's sad. It's sad. But listen, when you wait on God, sometimes you go through the struggle and you go in a dark place and you're thrown and tossed aside, but God is not done with you, and God was not done with Joseph, for there was an appointed time, and when he was elevated, it was because of his gift. This is a true representation of what the Bible says when it means when it says your gift will make room for you. Continue to develop your gift, continue to let it grow, continue to let God use you in all avenues. If he says it, he's gonna make it happen. It's not you. You can't make nothing happen. It's God. It's God who makes it happen. And so wait for God to promote you. Don't wait for man to do it, because they may want something from you, want something from you. They may request for you to do something that is outside of your moral, your standards, your integrity. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do like Joseph and run. Leave the cloak in the hand of the enemy and run. Yes, they may accuse you, but God will vindicate you. God will vindicate you. I mean, come on. Joseph's promotion was the evidence of what a promotion that you have when you trust in God, when you look to God, when you absolutely would not be shifted and would not be turned. Wait for God. Your time, your appointed time will be soon. You don't have to push yourself. You don't have to promote yourself. Let God promote you today. Let God promote you. It's just beautiful. Potiphar's wife thought she won, but Pharaoh elevated him because he was a man of God and he waited for the right time. Wait for God to promote you. That's all I want to say. Wait for his promotion. Do not seek to promote yourself, and don't do anything compromising to promote yourself. Wait, and it's going to be the best promotion. Everybody's going to look and say, how did she land that? How did she get here? How did he get here? How did he land that? It's the gift that will finally make room for you. God is creating the space for your voice to be heard. He's creating the space for your bread, for your butter. Don't panic. God got you.